What is up, everybody? Today we're going to do a review on this vinyl fabric spray, DupliColor vinyl and fabric spray, on my headliner. See how dirty and tan it is? We're going to clean it and make it black. Let's go! Go ahead and start spraying it. Not bad. So I was recently watching Jimmy Oaks. Shout out Jimmy Oaks. He is my favorite YouTuber. Maybe a little bit of a man crush just because of how well he builds cars and his personality. I recently saw him spray painting. I forget what it was, but I wanted to go ahead and try it myself. Try some of the vinyl and fabric spray, see how it works. I have a headliner from this car that's tan, and I would prefer it to be black. So I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum this, clean it up, dry it off, and then paint it and see how it goes. First step, I could have just moved the camera up, but I didn't. Spray it with some fabric cleaner, slightly scrub it, then vacuum it, and then let it dry off in front of the heater. The reason I'm doing this is to get any of the dirt, debris, any not headliner things off of it, so that when I go to spray it sticks better and stays longer. All right, like anything else that you paint, you gotta make sure this is shook. Shake it to the core. Shook it, stirred, shook, hashtag shook. Really well. All right, the headliner is dry, it's clean. So next thing we're gonna do is paint it. The biggest thing I wanna see with this is if it gets a weird texture to it, a weird color. What I've heard works best is light coats. Don't do heavy coats, just go light over it a couple times, and then it'll eventually get black. But let's start spraying it and see how it turns out. I'm sorry if this is makes anybody cringe, because it's like, I don't know, a Corolla regular headliner and I'm changing the color of it, but kind of what I want to do. If it doesn't turn out right, I'll just put a different fabric on it. Something I would recommend too is make sure you keep shaking it as you go. Like, instead of just shaking it once and then spraying for like 15 minutes or whatever, make sure you're constantly keeping it stirred up so it sprays better. All right, so I sprayed it. It's looking good-ish. It says it takes 30 minutes to be dry to the touch and an hour to be dry to handle. First impressions, it's fine. It's hard to tell in the camera. It's kind of hard to tell. I think if I thought this was always black, it would just kind of look like a little bit faded of a black, because I know it was tan, all I see are the tan spots, if that makes sense. I was very surprised. It took the whole can to do this much so far. I think I'm gonna get another can and just do a couple more coats. First impressions so far though, I'm not sure it's the best thing to make something tan into black. It does take a lot of the paint, which I'm sure will make the texture a little bit different. I think it'd be a lot easier to turn something, like if you have something that was black and it's kind of faded, back to a nice, fresh, darker black. or if you have something that's gray, but like a tan, it is kind of hard to bring it to a black color. It's the headliner though, so it's always gonna be under a shadow, so I don't think it's gonna make that big of a difference. And actually, the longer I'm looking at it, even after, the longer I look at it, even while I'm talking about it, it looks more black to me. I don't know, I don't know why though. Like I said, it's weird, the longer I look at it, the better it looks. Like my brain is accepting the fact that it's black now and not thinking like, oh, it looks a little bit tan because it doesn't look pure black, but that actually looks really good. I'm super happy with that. Look at that. Looks like just the black headliner. I'm sure it's gonna smell for a while. It's not going back into a car for a while. But overall, I'm impressed. Initially I thought it was like, eh, but after sitting back and staring at it for a little bit, I haven't even put anything more onto it. But looking at it now, I think that looks good. It looks fresh. Just gotta get a dome light. That's my review on the DupliColor. I threw it away. It's over there somewhere. Like I said, I used it on this, and I think this thing looks fresh. Looks good. Turned out a lot better than I thought it would for just like a spray paint type thing onto a fabric. If you found this video helpful at all, please leave a comment or hit the like button, or if this helped you in any way, please hit the subscribe button. It really does help out a lot. And if there's anything else you want to see on the Corolla, please let me know. I'm working on, boom, engine stuff. Whoa, engine stuff. So make sure to subscribe for that. I'll give you guys a couple little teasers. Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that? Ooh. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!